Good morning. I'm Becky Schmidt, and I serve as Social Ministries Liaison to the Rescue Mission. Beginning on Sunday, July 7th through Sunday, July 21st, we'll be holding our annual food drive at Grace. As a front desk volunteer at the Rescue Mission, I interact with the terrific staff at the Rescue Mission, and I'd like to introduce Emily Edmunds, the Women's Program Coordinator here at the Mission. Thanks so much for joining us, Emily.
Absolutely.
How long have you worked at the Rescue Mission as the Women's Program Coordinator, and what attracted you to this job?
Yeah, so I am in my third year here at the Rescue Mission, and I love being part of ministry. It is part social work, but mostly it's being able to share the good news.
That's wonderful. On the average, how many women and children have needed shelter at the Rescue Mission on a monthly basis? And how long is the average stay?
Well, the numbers vary quite a bit. So depending on the season, in the winter months, in the colder months, we fill up faster. In the summer months, you might be surprised, but also in the summer months, we see an uptick because it's so hot, right? Last year, we had over 200 women in the shelter and 40 children. So we start with 3 nights for everyone, make sure it's a good fit, and then we talk about the program. Do you want to be a part of our program? What does that look like? And basically that's just steps towards independence, steps towards stability in all areas of life. And so that first program could be a 3-week program, and then they might graduate into the discipleship program. So the average stay is anywhere from 3 nights to 3 weeks, and then we have some that do graduate into our discipleship program.
What services do these women and children receive?
Yeah, so we have the shelter services, a shelter program. We have a day center that is open to the public, those that are not staying here, a place that they can get coffee and get warm in the winter months or cool in the summer months, get a shower, access healthcare with the Blue Ridge Health Clinic on campus at that location. We have meals that we also are available for the public. And then the shelter services include, just starting with safe, comfortable sleep, right? That is often that first step forward, is just making sure that someone comes in and feels safe, feels that they can rest, kind of gather strength, stability, and start to think through that process. So that involves case management, connecting them to local resources.
Wonderful. Since acquiring the building next door, how will the mission expand its services to women and children?
Yes,
I know you're excited.
I'm so excited. Yes, it will allow me to offer a individual room to a mother and children. Right now we have 2 communal dorm spaces. So we do have women and children that are part of our program right now, but obviously being able to offer an individualized room will increase the number of women and children that come to us, that decide to check in, but we hope to also be able to offer those children just a level of again, stability, comfortable, where they can heal from sometimes trauma and difficult circumstances. And then in the new building, there'll be essentially a women's day program that we'll be able to offer that will include again, services directed to the child and services directed to the mom. So oftentimes it is difficult to find childcare. It is difficult to find employment when you have children and you don't have that stable housing piece. So we hope to be able to provide those services during the daytime hours, which is an expansion of the services that we currently offer. I have things like cozy corners, I call them cozy corners, that I want to set up for different age level of children, so an infant space that is appropriate for that age group, and an elementary school space that would be enticing to them, and then a youth, some youth elements too, because we often do have that whole range of children and youth. And then at the same time, I can work with the mom, individualizing that case management plan, looking for employment, doing life skills class, parenting classes, art therapy, gardening. There's just a lot that we're excited to be able to offer.
Can you share a success story with us?
Yeah, so there are many that come to mind, but really the first one that popped up when thinking about this is a woman. Obviously I can't share names, but she and her 3 children came to us, and honestly what she needed, what they all needed, was just a chance to catch their breath. Mm-hmm. They had been through just a series of difficult situations and needed a safe place to be to start with. Time to just rest and then be able to think through what is that next step for us. And she, during her time here, she started new employment, was part of our programs, so part of budgeting classes and other life skills, saved money, and the children did very well as well. They were just delightful. I think that we really had a bond between all of us that were involved in supporting the family. And so the mother was able to work through that program and get connected to other local resources, and then she received housing through Housing Authority. So she is doing well, I know, and continuing to be able to meet those family and life demands and pay rent and sustain all that she has worked towards.
Thank you so much for all you do in support of the women and children who are experiencing homelessness, and by ministering to their physical, their spiritual, and their emotional needs. You're wonderful. And now, Grace family, let's show our support by picking up a grocery bag in the Welcome Center when we begin our food drive and fill it with a list of needs. You may also make a financial contribution by indicating Rescue Mission Food Drive in the memo section on your check. Thank you for your continued and your faithful support.